Hello, you guys. This is going to be your weekend tarot insight reading for December the 15th through the 17th, 2017. Okay, so let's go ahead and tune in to the energies for the weekend. All right, Tommy. Okay. So let's see what we have here for the weekend. Okay. Got the Eight of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, Five of Pentacles, the Magician. Okay, keep in mind, you guys, this is general. This is not a personal reading, so it's not going to resonate fully or partially. So we have the Page of Wands, bottom card, the Nine of Cups. Okay. So overall energy being the Eight of Pentacles. I feel like you're studying something. Some of you may be into astrology. Some of you may be into natal chart readings. Or you guys keep an active watch on your horoscope. So I feel like this is, for some reason, a very important aspect or factor. Now, some of you, if it's not, this could be projects that you're working on. Something that you're investing a lot of energy and time and effort. Could also be that you're trying to gain information about something that you've been working on or investing your time. You might have taken a break from it and now you're picking it back up. But there's something that you're really trying to figure out. And it could be that you're going back and using old tools that you used to use or something like that in relation to a situation. Could be something in regards to your career or your finances, whatever this is that you're working on. Something that is like your baby, something that you put a lot of your time into. Or it could just be something else, whatever it is, you're heavily invested. With the Ace of Cups as the challenge card, in this position, I feel like this could be you not being aware that there's something that's being offered to you. Not being aware that there's an opportunity on the table for what you want in the matters of the heart, whether that be love, whether this be finances, whether this just be a fresh new beginning. There are some sort of spiritual insights that are available for the taking, possibly some sort of healing that's available to you. A chance to go deep. Okay, so there's something about this triangle, and I've never noticed this. You can barely see it, but there's this triangle in this cup. It's right next to one of the koi fish right there. And that same triangle is right here in Eight of Pentacles. So there's something that while you're deeply invested or while you're focused on something, it's like you got some information that's already right in front of you on the table. Something that you're easily missing. Something about this triangle. And we're going to get it. We're going to figure out what it is. If it's not a love triangle, then this could be something that to you it's very abstract. It's something that you feel you're not understanding or you can't crack the code. Some of you may not be able to see other factors. Maybe you're not able to see that there's help available to you. Your approach is the Five of Pentacles. So Spirit's telling you that she's holding this cup in her hand. And it's like she's begging for food or she's begging for water. But her lips are tight. She's not saying anything. It's like you have your hand out, but you're not saying what it is. Are you asking for something? Are you trying to give something? What is it? Excuse me. What is it? Because I see the Five of Pentacles as the ask and you shall receive card. Closed mouths don't get fed card. So something that's right in front of you. It's right on the table. Ready up for grabs. But you're begging. And you may be begging for something less than what you deserve with this cup. It's like this wooden old cup. But here's this beautiful little, it's a little wine glass or whatever. It's right here for the taking. But you're, willing to take breadcrumbs and scraps. You're going for the low instead of saying, you know what, I'm going to take, I'm going to take this. Something that's high quality. If this is your career, taking breadcrumb jobs, I'm an artist. I'm hungry. I want to get my art out there. And, there's better opportunities on the table, but I just want to take these quick little jobs right quick. That could be something for some of you. It may not be art, but it could be something in relation to your career, your craft, something that you love. If it's love, you're settling for someone that's not of highest quality, or you're settling for an aspect of a relationship when you want more out of it, but you're settling for breadcrumbs. So the magician says focus on what it is that you're trying to manifest. Like, you really need to get to work. You really need to get clear on this. Like, what is it? He's doing some magic. He's got an altar set up, or he's setting up all of his tools working in his favor. And it's like he sees himself as like, these things are just elements. They're working for me. A lot of times when we do things such as, like, say we've set up altars, we work with candle magic, we work with spells or rituals, and we pray to the moon, we pray to God, we go to church religiously, and we pray to deities and gods and goddesses, or, we go to psychics, but at the same time, it's like, not knowing that we amplify the power of those things. It's the power in your voice. It's the power in your heart. It's the power in your belief, your visualizations that give these things momentum. It's like these things are working with you. They're collaborating with you. But it's like you may be feeding it too much power and giving it, I'm going to burn this sage to clear the energy. No, it's your intention behind it. While working with the sage, that I'm cleaning some serious shit. It's not that I'm just a person waving around some sage and the sage is doing the work. It's your intention behind what you're doing. I can set an intention in a candle, a 7-day candle, but it's wax. It's just glass and wax. But I'm giving it more power. It's my intention behind it that magnifies the power, if that makes sense. So as a magician, he's know that it's him that's working the magic. That's where your focus lies. It's not so much that you have to just pray about it and it's just done and someone takes care of it. It's your intention. Do you really believe? Are you really asking? Or are you kind of just settling because you don't believe that you're that powerful? That spirit will really work with you and for you with this. If you really believed in yourself and believed in what you're asking for, what you're seeing, what you're feeling. Because the magician is like, yeah, he can be about illusions, but he believes in his magic tricks. Therefore, everybody else does too. So it's like you got to train your mind and your thoughts have to be trained for success. People can use the law of attraction all day. For some people, it pops, it works. For some people, it doesn't. And that's because of the intention behind it. It's like all you think is that all I got to do is just visualize this hot ride and I'm going to manifest this hot ride on my doorstep. No, it's your intention behind it. That, I see myself in this. That's my car. I feel it. I know it. And whatever I'm guided to do to get to that car, I'm going to do it. You might be guided to go to an auction one day and that car is right there. You just never know. The partner of your dreams, you can visualize about the perfect partner all day. And I wish I could get married and I would love to get married. But if you're not doing the work, if spirit is telling you, you know what, it's time for you to stop wearing your hair that way. Just be a little more confident. Try something different. Try an online dating site. If that, I know that's not your thing, but try an online dating site or something you just feel guided to, or spirit's telling you your friend is going out of town and, it's the last minute. You should go with her. And you're like, I don't want to go. And when you go, this happens to be that you bump into somebody at the hotel and that's your life partner. You just never know. Or you're guided to go on a date with somebody you're not interested in. You go, and you might bump into the love of your life on that date with that other person. Whatever the case may be, your intentions behind what you're manifesting is what's giving it power. It's you that's giving it most of the power. With the Page of Wands, the Page of Wands represents the conclusion. So it's like, try to be a little carefree, lighthearted. Do something that you've never done before. Go about things in like this little child that's just like mischievous, just getting into shit. Not in a bad way, but kind of just like, you know what, it's going to crack me up if I just say hello to this person. Like, I know they don't like me, but something just tells me that I should just say hello to them. And you never know how things will pan out for you. It could start off with you saying, you know, I'm going to wear this silly hat today and I'm just go out in public just because. And it just builds up this childlike playfulness. That's how I see the Page of Wands. He can be really goofy. He can be playful. He just gets into things, you know. That's how I feel. And if this is something in relations to your career, do something that you never thought you could ever do. Step out of your comfort zone. For sure. Just step out of your comfort zone. If this is in relations to love, try a different hair color. Dye your hair red. Dye your hair blonde. Try a blonde wig or hair. Or if you don't like the color red, try wearing red this time. Wear a red dress, a red tie, a red, red lipstick. If you're not used to it, try something. It's like there's something about being spontaneous that builds up your ability to create. It's like you see the magic behind you just taking risks, and it gives you more confidence in your ability to manifest. With the Nine of Cups, you're going to get some sort of fulfillment this weekend emotionally. Something is going to fulfill you. And I feel like it's when you start setting your sights higher and taking Spirit's word for it that you deserve more, or there's something there for you on the table for the taking. I feel like you're going to find joy in it, especially if you play. If you just be a little bit playful and just say, you know what, F it, I'm just going to do this. And this is fun. This is what I want to do. I want to laugh. I want to make somebody else laugh or whatever. And know that it's you and your intentions that add more power to your intentions. So I just want to see if there's anything that we should expect for the weekend. What's the energy surrounding this? Yeah, because I'm just getting like, just do something crazy. I don't know why. Yeah, there's something very significant about the weekend when you open your heart, when you're playful. This energy looks like the Page of Wands to me. In this case, right now, at this moment, as I'm seeing it, the energies are the same. The colors, the golds, the reds. And this cage is open. So it's like you're opening up your heart. You're being free with your heart. You're being playful. You're taking risk, okay, of course, with the clover. Just something like a gamble. Just being playful, taking this one and only chance and opportunity to do something out of your comfort zone. But you feel guided to do it. This isn't reckless behavior. This is you being guided, but not overanalyzing it or thinking about it too much. Especially if you're the analytical, practical type, this energy is going to push you out of that for sure. Yeah, it's definitely going to be something like I'm hearing groundbreaking. I never got that with this card, the tree. But I'm hearing groundbreaking. There's blessings in disguise. It's like your chakras will thank you later. I don't know why. These like weird terminologies. I don't know where I'm getting all this from. But the snake card. I feel like this is you. You need to stop being so practical and so calculated and always looking for something to be wrong. This is going to be a long reading, I can already tell. But the universal energies support any spontaneous actions, even though it's Mercury retrograde. Mercury, for some of you, this retrograde may not be for you to be cautious and careful, because if that's who you are all the time, is cautious, practical, analytical, suspicious, then this Mercury retrograde is going to push you out of that. It's going to be the total opposite. So let's see what the love energy is that surrounds the weekend. Let's see, what is the love energy? Yeah, it's going to be the total opposite of what you're used to. who you're used to being. And maybe some people will like surprise you during the Mercury retrograde. If people are like usually laid back, chill, you know, quiet, practical, analytical, slow to action, then they all of a sudden they turn and switch from the page of Pentacles into the page of Wands all of a sudden, you know. It is what it is. Let's see. Okay, so pay attention to the red flags. So there's a lot of signs that you're just not seeing in the matters of the heart. It's like Spirit is sending you a compass, and it's like you're not seeing it. And then you have very soon. So it's telling you to clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. It's kind of like that Ace of Cups energy. You have make the effort, codependency, you deserve love, forgiving, and learning at the bottom. So how I'm seeing this is you are getting some signs and Spirit sending them to you about someone or about something in relations to love, or just simply the matters of the heart, or people that are very important to you. And for whatever reason, you're just not seeing the signs, or maybe you're just not getting them in effectively, or you're not picking them up in the way that Spirit is meaning for you to understand them, if that makes sense. Yeah, it's like you're kind of stuck and confused with the Two of Swords. It's like your intuition, you know, you have insight enough to know that there's something happening, or that there are signs in front of you. There's some sort of strange energy around, but you don't really know how to take it, or what's its meaning, the depth behind what you're seeing, spiritually seeing, your spiritual sight. With the Four of Swords, yeah, your mind may be imbalanced, or it could be that your ego and your higher self have to find balance. It's like your logical mind and your higher self are not on the same, it's like they're not on the same page, if that makes sense. So it's like you're looking at things from one way, then you switch over to the next, and it doesn't make sense to you. So you're not really able to pick up the signs and the synchronicities or Spirit's messages to you in depth. It could be your dreams, because this man's blindfolded and this man's asleep, and they're both swords. So it could be, I don't know why I heard paranormal activity. I don't know what the but it could be like you're experiencing lucid dreams and you're not able to recall them. You're not really getting the messages. You don't really understand what Spirit's telling you. But there is some sort of imbalance mentally, or your third eye chakra may need to be worked on a little bit. So the challenge is very soon. So clearly deciding what you want. So for whatever reason, your heart hasn't really made up its mind about what it's wanting, okay, in this situation, whatever it is for you. You're still contemplating what you say you want, or what you believe you want. And you may even be looking for some sort of sign, a Spirit saying this is it, whatever that means. You're looking for a sign to validate, to make a decision with the Wheel of Fortune, okay? Things are moving with or without you, okay? So it's kind of like Spirit already has a plan. They're already driving you. The GPS is still moving. Or it has a destination already set up in the GPS in the car, and it's just like they're just trying to get you to put your foot on the pedal and start moving towards it, if that makes sense. So it's like that decision is going to be the thing that it's going to carry you to your destination, whatever that may be. Yeah, I don't know, my deck's upside down, sorry. So you got the Knight of Swords. So it's like your mind is going to have to make that decision real quick. And it's like, just start driving the car and trust that Spirit's guiding you like a GPS. There's a destination that's put in. All you got to do is listen to the navigation, follow it. But you do got to start the car. You do. There's a key. This keeps coming up for me. Something about keys are very significant. I don't know why. At this time, I've been just seeing keys, hearing things about keys. Spirit's been bringing my attention to keys in some cards. This deck, the Lenormand deck, I'm seeing keys. So it could be a metaphor as far as like the whole car thing, the GPS system and whatnot. It could be that. That key may very well symbolize you opening your mind or you making a quick decision. And that's the thing that opens the doors. That's the very thing that starts you and gets you to move in the right direction. So you got the suggested approach is make the effort. So your approach is to only make, I feel like your desire and your willingness is the seasoning for the ingredient. It's one of the main ingredients for whatever it is that you're manifesting, whatever it is that you're cooking up. It's just how much effort, when to make the effort, where to place the effort, all of that is what Spirit's telling you to approach. And like the card says, great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So if something is worth you putting in the energy and the effort towards it, however much or when you decide to do it, where you decided, who you decide to do it with or for, it has to be worth it in your heart. But you have to make that decision first if this is the direction that you're willing to take. Your focus is codependency. What is it that you're leaning on that's not of your highest good? What is it? What pattern is it? What are you so stuck and addicted to? Because Spirit's telling you that there's some emotional burdens that's keeping you in balance with the Eight of Cups. You're not progressing emotionally, or you're not allowing yourself to drop the past emotional baggage in order to move forward. And it's causing your car to, like, you got too much weight in your trunk, and it's like your car is not driving properly. It's like you got this truck or you got a bicycle. It's like, what's that song? The Erykah Badu song, Bag Lady. You got too much baggage. It's causing you to be imbalanced. It's causing you from moving forward, from being light and being free, carefree. The Two of Pentacles, I see this as like a playful trickster, jokester that is used to being carefree and used to being playful. But with carrying these two wands, it's like, or these two pentacles, it's like trying to juggle being practical and being realistic, and then it takes away from the fun. Yeah, of course you do gotta stay grounded, but it's taken away from the lightheartedness. And this is what Spirit is trying to bring to your attention. You're dependent upon past hurts, and this happened to me, and I remember when so and so hurt me, and I remember when this happened, and I remember when I invested this, and it's keeping you from going towards your Nine of Cups, your Ten of Cups. It's keeping you from those things. That's what Spirit wants you to focus on. What's holding me back in that way? The conclusion is you deserve love. So the conclusion may very well be that you're going to come into this awareness that I deserve the very best of what I want. And it's your intention. You see how she has the bow and arrow. It's her intentions of what she wants that's powerful more than anything. Not just the mere fact that you say, I would like this type of relationship, or this is my dream job, or this is my dream vacation. It's not enough for that. It's you believing that it's yours and you can have it. That's one of the biggest intentions that you have, or that needs to be, made, is I deserve what I want, so therefore I can have it. But if you're just begging like the Five of Pentacles rather than being like the Ace of Cups, my cup's overflown. I know Spirit's always going to provide for me. I know that I am abundant and blessed in all thy ways. I'm divinely blessed. All I have to do is just ask and put my hand out there and it's mine. Rather than I'm just going to just settle for less. And Spirit, can you give me? Can you give me? Or just, well, I have my hand out, and Spirit's like, well, what do you want? What do you want in this cup? Or is this all that you want? Or do you want more? So some of you are dragging your feet with the Nine of Pentacles. You're dragging your feet on something. You're carrying too much weight. Maybe you can't even move forward because you're carrying this weight. And look who's at the bottom, the Five of Cups. So holding on to emotional baggage is not going to get you anywhere. It's going to keep you in a limbo, in a waiting period with the Three of Wands. Until you make a clear decision that you are deserving, things can't really move forward. Okay. All right. So let's see what the angel guidance is. I forgot to pull an affirmations card for Thursday's reading. My bad. This is a long reading. I didn't intend it to be like a full reading pretty much. But it is what it is. If Spirit has something to say, it's going to be said. Alright, so let's see. Angels' advice. Divine Spirit, what is the advice from the angels for this weekend? Anything we need a heads up on that we did not get in the other spreads? Is there anything that you advise us, Divine Spirit? Okay. Alright, 2 cards want to come out. Okay, so you got friendships and relationships. So angel of friendships and relationships. So definitely this energy is going to focus on all types of relationships, romantic one, friendships, family. And there could be some miscommunication or misunderstanding with these relationships. But just know that there are certain conversations that need to be had, I feel, even if they're challenging or seem to be difficult, you don't understand why. Your friends may even help you to make sense of your relationships, whether it be a relationship with your parents, your mother, your father, whoever, your children, your coworkers, your love interest, your partner, your husband. Somebody may help you because this energy is totally lighthearted. And this one's a little more, lower. Lower vibrational just a little bit because they're kind of stressed out with each other and the energy's darker, gloomier. So I feel like your friends will help you shed light on your relationships. A friend could serve you as a guardian angel. The bottom of the deck is angel of bullying. So you might be in an abusive situation or abusive relationship and your friends may help you, or it could very well be that you see that your friends are hindering you in some way. They could be hindering you in relationships with others, love, period, or they could just be a relationship that's keeping you stuck. So Spirit's wanting you to pay attention, but I feel like your guardian angels are working as your friends and helping you with your relationships if you just ask. Or your friends or someone close to you who's like a good friend to you, or it could be a family member, could be sisters, whatever, or brothers. They're going to help you make sense of a relationship situation that you're struggling with, for sure. So keep that in mind, you guys. I'm going to pull from the affirmations jar because I did forget yesterday to do that. Okay, we already got this card. Yeah, I attract only dopeness. So we got this yesterday. So I want to see what else we get. Okay, I can overcome. And I think we had this already too. But you can overcome whatever it is that you feel like you're struggling with, facing, that's a little bit challenging or difficult. Spirit is saying you can overcome it. And I feel like if you affirm that 3 times or however many times you feel guided to, the more momentum it's going to build. Remember, it's your intention. So your words, your intention behind your words is what's really going to make the energy work for you. If you really believe it and you say it with much force and much feeling and emotion and realness, of course, it's going to help you feel that energy that you're able to overcome whatever it is that you're dealing with. Do you really believe that you only attract good things? Do you really believe that? It's your intention. You can just say the words. It's like anybody can sit up and sing a song, but it's the feeling behind what they're saying and what the words are. They got to really feel it, and that's what makes the song powerful. If I just sat here and sang like this, and I kind of do talk like that sometimes, but if you just talk like this and there's no feeling behind what you're saying, how do you really feel it? Do you really believe it? Because Spirit responds to vibration. Because we put a lot of effort and passion into saying, oh my God, I don't want this to happen. I don't want this to happen. You're putting a lot of energy into it because you feel it. And it's like, I don't want it. I don't want it. But it's like when you say you want something, it's like, Spirit, I'm making a list and this is what I want. This is who I want. I want this type of relationship and I would like this to happen, but you don't believe it. You're not saying to yourself, like, this is what I want. I want this, and I want to feel this in a relationship. I want this type of career, this type of job. I want to feel like this every day. I want to be able to inspire others. But if you're just like, I would like to one day help people, but there's no energy, there's no depth. There's no soul behind it. So spirit is not going to be able to respond on that vibration. Because it's not really real. It's not coming from a raw place. But when you're angry and you're like, I hate them. F them. I can't stand them. I don't want nothing to do with them. You feel that energy. You feel it. So try to flip it and be more. And by the way, Sunday is I think a new moon. So this energy is very, very, very potent and very important, rather, that you put more intention into what you want than what you don't want, and put some spank on it, put some hot sauce on it. Don't just kind of, put a few sprinkles here and there. Like, really go for it. And that Page of Wands is there, and I believe this is a new moon in Sagittarius, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not really too sure, but Sunday, December, is it 17th? Yes, the 17th is a new moon energy, depending on where you are and where it starts. Yeah, use it to your advantage. That's pretty much it. I didn't mean for this to be a 30-minute long reading, but it's a weekend reading, so why not? Much love to you guys as always. Thank you so much for tuning in. Until the next reading, peace.